Hey, Kampai! It's a video, not a live stream. Yep. So I'm gonna be playing some of the jam games that got released. The people that I picked, I mostly made choices of which games I'm gonna play, mostly due to nepotism or curiosity. I'm picking names that I recognize or otherwise just morbid curiosity for the game. So, you know, there's a lot of games that were submitted. I'm just picking a few. Let's just dive into it. We have Infinite Chickens by Mac. A little transparency here. He is kind of doing programming for my game. He is my game's programmer. Well, that should be all of them. Aren't you excited, Henrietta? Cluck cluck. Oh, don't spit everywhere. I'm spitting it. Spitting facts? No, don't worry. You'll be fine. Seriously, I've made absolutely sure you'll be safe. I'm not entirely sure the if spell is going to work, but I am sure there's no way I'm letting it hurt you. Cluck cluck. I mean it. And by the way, you look absolutely majestic today. Cluck cluck. That's the spirit. Everything seems to be in order here. Oh, there they are. Hi, Galena. Hello to you four. How was your battle with Ultra Demon Overlord Korzaviris, the bringer of universal doom? It went quite well. The 17th phase was rather bothersome to deal with, but we managed to handle it. It was weak to fire on phase 8. That one was my favorite. These goofs are making fun of it now. But Ultra Demon Overlord Korzavix, the bringer of universal doom, was rather formidable. We're lucky it didn't have any good counters to the power of friendship. Nobody ever does. It's the best power. Anyway, what are you working on here, Galena? Is it that big chicken project of yours? It is! It's basically done. Just needs the final component for the spell. Ah, the illustrious Evercluck flower you asked of us. We do have it. So, what is all of this going to do? This will be my magic tower, or at least something of the sort. And everything is set up for maximum chicken happiness. It will open a portal to the Chicken Plains dimension, where I should be able to catch some chicken. They will then be stored in magical chicken storage with all the comforts they could want. And their essence of chickenness will be used to power a bunch of artifacts that should let me catch ever more chicken. So what is the ultimate purpose of all this? Unlimited chicken. More chicken than anyone will know what to do with. Why? I mean, look at them. They're such majestic creatures. I love them so much. Especially when they're battered and fried. There must be more of them in the world. Cluck cluck. And yes, Henrietta could definitely use some company. Tell me about it. Chicken-powered artifices. That's certainly a fascinating concept. But why do it here, in the realm totally plain? Isn't this kind of magic really hard to cast here? Somewhat. It's not as difficult as some people think, and this realm needs chicken too. Well, good luck with it then. Here's your flower. Thank you. Are you sure you don't want anything for it? No, we already have more gold than we know what to do with. We only need the experience. Ah, as it appears that I've leveled up. Alright, we need to get going, Marsha. Come back here. Wait, Marsha, come back here. I had a weird inflection when I read that. See you around, Galena. Bye! Alright then, this is it. Deep breaths, we can do this. Cluck, cluck. You're right. We have everything we need, no point delaying it. I really hope this works. Here goes nothing! Oh yeah, nice show picture commands. Henrietta, we've made it. You're okay, thank the gods. Cluck, cluck. And it worked. It actually worked. I won't be able to use any of the artifacts without any chicken essence, so next step of the plan, use the portal. I can move, and there's gonna be so many times I forget that there's gonna be no WASD. Does the chicken follow me, or does... It just seems to wander aimlessly. Okay, alright. Now, do I need to press enter on them, or do they catch automatically when I touch them? That is the question. Come here! Oh, okay. You automatically pick them up when you walk up. Very nice. Oh. You brought back 3 chickens from the chicken plane. There's a green glowing thing. Extra dimensional stabilizer, 3. Increased stability of interdimensional travel, gain plus 10 seconds on the chicken plane. Sure. Successfully imbued. Now I can spend more time collecting chickens. Come here, you bastards! I'ma fry you! Get both of them right here. Ah, that one turned. Ah, I still got him anyways. Can't get away from me. Get one more. Okay. You brought back 8 chickens from the chicken plains. Wow. Chicken multiplicator. Gain 2 chickens for every... Wow. What is this one? Chicken localizer. Find an area with more chicken. There will be twice as many chicken on the chicken plains. Can this one be upgraded again? Oh, okay. Grasswalker charm. Okay, I see. Move, chicken! Let's do this one for now. Chicken multiply. Give me double points! Perfect. Excellent. I saw you walking toward me. Get back here. Oh, that was big. Huge. One more. Come on. Yes. You brought back 22 chickens from the chicken plains. Oh wow, so many are little. I didn't think all of these were gonna be something. That's a lot of stuff to unlock. Chicken gravitational attractor. Uses chicken to attract more chicken. Each time you bring at least 20 chicken from the chicken plains, it'll attract another 10. Interesting. Chicken decloaker lets you see and catch the elusive chameleon chicken. Wow. They are very magical, each catch being worth 4 chicken. Be careful though, they are also magically fast. What is this one over here? Feather softener uses the incredible softness of chicken feathers to make sure the interdimensional connected works a lot smoother. Plus 10 seconds on the chicken plane. Oh, okay, so... Now, is this just like an upgrade path for that? Maybe? I don't know. Let me do this. Oh, I have more. What's this one? Lost your chicken localizer again? Tired of constantly looking for it? This will help you find it faster. Ah, sure, why not? We'll just do that. Why not? chickens! That was weird. Okay, what's the last one? Passes every chicken through a mathematical function. I'm not even gonna try to read that. Lucius assures this will double your chicken. Okay, we'll go with it. Now I don't even know if I want to use the jump because it seems like there's a bug. But whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it anyways. I've almost unlocked everything. Fried. I want to eat them. Grilled is okay too. I'm okay with grilled. Grilled or fried, chicken is chicken. I'm okay with it. 2,155. Okay, I think I can unlock everything now. Full fractalizer, and now they no longer run for me. Wait, this actually worked! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm really a chicken now! Oh. Oh, wait, oh. This is truly the most majestic form a person can possess. And it'll definitely make collecting even more chicken easier. I thought there for a minute that I was just gonna be like mindlessly roaming around the room. What? What? Well, that was rather unexpected. Where am I? Who are you? And what happened? Wait, you're a talking chicken. Are you also a human that turned into a chicken? Oh, the twist. You're not anywhere right now. Who I am is rather difficult to explain. The closest description might be a god, though it is not a very accurate one. As to what happened, do you understand what you've just done? Not really. You've built a fractal engine that creates a chicken for every chicken that in itself creates. You didn't create a large amount of chicken. You didn't create a mind-boggling huge amount of chicken. You've created infinite chicken. Wow. That must be a lot of chicken. How are they doing? They're not. They're not doing. I think you still don't understand the magnitude of what you've done. Your universe was incomprehensibly large, but it was finite. And now every point in it is filled with infinite, densely compacted chicken. Oh no, that sounds bad? Are they hurt from all that compacting? Time isn't really a thing in your universe anymore. Something to do with the infinite masses involved. So I suppose no, they're not hurt. I'm glad to hear that. I don't think I could forgive myself for hurting so many chickens. So what happens now? Well, you do get to enjoy the afterlife. I'm not entirely sure why you ended up in the chicken heaven instead of the human one. But it should contain a large amount of the creatures, so seem to adore so much. Really? I'm coming, chicken. The end. Am I biased? Yes. However, that might have been not only just my favorite game in the whole jam. We haven't even gotten to the other one, so I'm getting ahead of myself here. But that actually might have been one of the best RPG Maker games I've played. Besides my own, of course, but still. Not even. I think my jam game's funny, but yeah, it's got nothing on that one. That was great, man. I had fun with it. Wow. Having fun while playing a game? Unimaginable. I've already watched Tritium play some of these games, and some of them are really more like visual novels. And I'm not gonna lie, like, unless it's really short, like, I'm gonna give the game a few minutes before I get bored, right? Just to say its piece. But if a game starts to feel like it's just gonna be a visual novel and not really have any gameplay, I'm just gonna dip. I don't really want to play a visual novel, to be honest. So I'm just putting that out there now. So some of these games I might not finish. Yep. Also, I guess while I'm laying down rules, if there's any sort of bullshit, I played another game earlier from another person that it was so poorly developed, and like there was basically no checkpoints at all. So like any puzzle would just instantly game over you, and there was no save, so you just get the fucking repeat the whole game again. Not fun. If I run into anything like that, also, I'm just gonna quit. I'm not gonna play that. I don't have patience for that. So, anyways, since we've laid down some rules, why don't we hop into the next game? Okay, and here we are with Tritium's game. Reid dates everyone, or really more specifically, Reid dates roughly 1/3 of the RTP cast. Also, I like there's a continue. 5-second autosave. Alright, right on. Our story begins with Reid and the goddess of love, Sia, on their way back from a grand adventure. Today is Valentine's Day, Sia. You're telling me? Yes, I just did. Anyway, I've decided something, Sia. What's that, Reid? I've decided I shall not spend another February 14th alone. How are you gonna do that? Easy. I'll invite as many people as I can to my abode. Then I'll use my latent charisma to woo the lovely ladies and lads. Latent charisma. Some call it... No. Climb back into the womb, Zoomer. Seems a bit late to organize a party, though. Watch this. This is one of Reid's special moves, where he quickly sends out invitations to everyone he knows. His technique does not account for neatness or legibility. Done and done. I'll save on catering and just use child labor instead. Sorry I doubted you, I guess. To my abode, Sia. Would you like to see the tutorial? I suppose so. Talk to people and try and answer correctly to woo them. If you screw up, you won't be able to talk to them anymore. Note that some NPCs may not be wooed. Begin! Let's talk to our guest, Sia. Why is all the music sped up? Intro. Drake, how's the war going? I can still hear their screams. Cool. Try and woo. Drake. You may be suffering from PTSD, but I think this would be a great time for us to get to know each other. I'm going back to the war tomorrow. Well, I'll go with you. No, I don't want to see a young fellow like you lose the light behind your eyes. I don't care. That's what they all say. I guess I failed. Well, damn. Fancy language, but unladylike things. Get it? Huh? I do wish we could be better strangers. I guess I cannot romance her. Whatever shall I say? Melissa, how are the kids? They're doing fine. That's good. Melissa, if you would, let us go and partake in some supper. I don't know, Reid. Aren't you a bit young? Well, I'm a big boy. Sure you are. Run along now. Damn it. I would have been an evil fellow who tried to scam you. Okay. I would have been based on yet another obscure children's book character, but not the original character, my dad's interpretation of said character. I see. I would have been a southerner. Also, if you like maids, you should keep an eye on Chainsaw Maid Co. Also develop... Oh. It's great. It really is. I was not paid to say that. Lame fortune teller idea. It wasn't really anything. Hi, kitty cat. Not even gonna answer to that name. I can't date the cat? What is this? What an outrage! I'm boycotting this game. I hate my wife. Wait, did he change? What? Why did he change into a different person? You're even worse than my wife. I hate my husband. I'll just have to off him myself. Okay. It's not like you or anything. Not like I like... Sorry, it's not like I like you or anything, baka. The dev would like to note that this is by far the most attractive RTP character for MZ, which isn't saying much, but still. Priscilla! Intro. Hey, Priscilla, how's it going? Yeah, cool. Up to anything new? Mm-hmm. What new things have you been up to? Yeah, no, that's right. Brian Wu, so Priscilla, are you free tonight? Or yeah, no, that's right. Please go out with me? Sure. Ah. Yeah, it's a date. Yeah. Woo! Unfortunately, the date was extremely awkward as Priscilla merely confirmed everything Reid said. They never married, and Reid was forever left with an uneasy feeling that Priscilla didn't even like him. The end. Oh. I guess that's what the autosave is. It's just... do they all just kind of game over like that? Alright, I already talked to him. Oh yeah, let me see this again. Did he just change? He does. Interesting. I would have talked about the horror of my existence. Right on. Now let me try this guy again. Actually, no. I want to talk to someone else. I would have acted like a schoolgirl in an anime or something. It was funny at 1 in the morning. Whatever shall I say? Zaza, it's been a while. Bloody, it's been since... Oh my god. Who would have guessed that Tritium's a zoomer? Working on my... Oh god, it gets worse the more I read. Oh. Try and woo. Zaza, will you go on a date with me? Only... Goon part? Yo, no cap, that's... Why is it like this? Tritium, why are you like this? I wanna die. So can we go on a date or not so fast, dog? You gotta pass the last part of my vibe check. How do you feel about tongue? Peak. Absolute cinema. Bussin'. Alright, I'll go on a date with this Zestia fellow. The two ended up trolling YouTube shorts the entire night, side by side. How romantic. The end. Wow. That was a... Yep. That sure was a game. Developed by Zoomers. Wow. Good job, Tritium. Credit where credit is due. Although it was basically visual novel adjacent, it was not just fucking talking. There was actually some choices to be made, some gameplay to be had. So, you know, take all the positives you can get and fucking throw them in the trash for that last fucking character. Okay, this next one is... who is it? It's Somebody's Hero by Tay Raven. Third moon, 12th sun. The carpenter came today with a new sign. 'Tis passing strange to see only my own name on it. It's been 4 months since Master Marion left me in charge of the shop. He's not been seen since. I've kept the old sign in hopes that he might yet return, but in the meantime, I shall take on the role. Tashura Kulikov, Master Alchemist. It sounds very good, but have I actually earned the title? For the sake of those who will be relying on me, I can only hope that I have. Third moon, 13th sun. 'Tis no different from any other morning in the past 4 months, but somehow having that new sign. There's no point in having nerves about it now, Shashura. There's work to do. My goodness, this is tiny on my screen. I like the what is this, XP, I think? I don't think I've played that many RTP XP games. It's quite pretty. I really hate the modern RTP though. Modern RTP looks like fucking ass. Half pint pure water, 3 ounces dried yarrow, 1 ounce chickweed powder. One would think I would have this book memorized by now. Maybe I should write this down so I don't have to keep referring back to the recipe. Sounds good. I'll be hard-pressed to make anything without the proper ingredients. I'm still missing something. I need stuff. Did he write? He wrote it down. Did I need to write it down? I remember yarrow. Do I need to keep... okay. Chickweed powder and pure water. I guess this is the water. And does this have the powder? Is this the powder? No. Is this the powder? Chickweed. That's everything I need for a potion of healing. Time to actually prepare it. I added it to the cauldron. That's all the recipe calls for, but Master Marion always added garlic to his healing potions. Where would the garlic be? Was that over here? No. Is it over here? No. Where be the garlic? Here. Maybe this? Yes, garlic. Added a bulb of garlic to the cauldron. A potent potion of healing. This is the most potent healing potion I've ever made. I should make a note on the recipe. You pour the potion into bottles, ready for sale. I suppose I can open the shop now. What will today have in store? Good morning, Sashura. I noticed your lovely new sign outside. Congratulations. Thank you, sister. It was a surprise when the carpenter turned up with it yesterday. What can I get for you today? A bundle of dried yarrow and a bundle of dried calendula, please. Calendula and yarrow. Yarrow. Calendula. Here you are, sister. Is there anything else? Nope, that's all for today. Thank you, Sashira. May the gods bless you. Sister Sira pays you 30 gold. Wow, I'm rich. Goodly morning, my good man. Greetings, Salverio. How was your trip abroad? It was phenomenal, sir. Extraordinary. And who should I meet on my travels but a fine young lady? Oh, here we go again. Who was an herbalist in her own right. She sends her greetings to my esteemed friend back home. Respectfully, Saverio, don't even think about it. Ah, but you wouldn't want to reject her gift to you, Sashura. Along with her greetings, she sends a marsh tea plant. It is an unparalleled poison remedy across the sea. I've heard of marsh tea. Well, when your travels take you back there, you can bring her my thanks. I was rather hoping to bring you, Sashura, not just your thanks. Flattering, but I'm the shop proprietor now. I can't exactly up and leave for several months. And you're not usually one to dally over coffee yourself. What can I get you, Saverio? You have a fresh batch of your healing potions, I hope. The last one sold like hotcakes. I'll take 6. Oh, and some of these seer seeds as well. They're very popular with the diviners abroad. The diviners. Diviners? Diviners. Wait. Well, sorry, I was too busy putting on a show. What did you want? Seer seeds. Right. Seer seeds. Here you are, Saverio. Half a dozen potions of healing and a box of seer seeds. Say now, these are more vibrant than your last batch. Is this Master Marianne's secret recipe? Aye, indeed it is. Splendid! I'll pay extra for that kind of quality. The normal ones are 50. Let's say 75. Wow, 500 gold. You should write the herbalist a note, Sashura. I'll bring it to her on my next trip. It could be the start. Don't push it, Saverio. Oh, all right. But I'll be back for your letter regardless. Relentless, isn't he? He means well, though. Man, is this all this game's gonna be? Man, I'm sorry, Tay. I don't know if I'm really into this. Wow, a real potion shop. It's just Gloria's granny. Gloria's granny described it. Glory? Whatever. Hi there, I'm Alexis. I'm new in town. You must be the master alchemist. Effusive, isn't he? That's a new word I'm not familiar with. Hi, I'm Sashura. I suppose you could call me the master alchemist. You should be careful telling people that you're new in town, Alexis. It could be dangerous. Huh, really? Everyone I've met so far have been really nice. Even the guy in the dark cloak. Don't get involved. Right, just be careful. Don't worry, I will be. Basil always says that too. Is there something I can help you with, Alexis? Well, I thought maybe you might have a quest for me. A quest? Yeah, you know, like a job you need doing, finding something, or making a delivery, that kind of thing. I must need... Not at the moment. Not at the moment, thank you, but if you're staying a while, some of the customers might be interested. Really, that's great. If anyone needs some help, we're staying next door at the Rooster Tail Inn. We can do just about anything. Find stuff, deliver stuff, fight monsters. Deliver stuff. We can find stuff, deliver stuff, and fight monsters. It's like, we can do just about anything. What is this accent? I was gonna try to do French, but that's not right. Delivery. Baguette, delivery, stop, fight monsters. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Gloria always reminded me that it's rude to just ask a shop owner for work and not buy something too. What do you recommend? Some marsh tea. Marsh tea leaves can cure most types of poison. It's a good thing to keep on hand. That sounds great. I'll take one, please. Marsh, is that going to be over here? Nope. Is that going to be this thing? Yes. And here's your marsh tea leaves. They taste perfectly awful, but they're very effective. Why do these things that are good for you always taste gross? But it beats being poison. Thanks, Ashura. How much do they cost? I probably should have started with that. That's 35 gold for the bundle. Oh, okay, I can do that. Thanks, Ashura. I'll be back soon. Take care, Alexis. I want to do one more, and then I might just kind of quit out. I got a lot of games to go through, so, you know, just gonna kind of move along. What an unusually eager fellow he was. I hope he doesn't get into trouble. What was that about a man in a dark cloak? Another day. Wow, today's sales. Seems that Alexis has already made quite an impression, not just on me, but everyone he's met. Rosaria the baker said that he took over her deliveries when her usual help sprained an ankle. The last purse he told me about belonged to Zurine from the coffee shop upstairs. She was so relieved to have it back. It was her grandmother's. I only hope that Alexis' eagerness to help people doesn't get him into trouble. I'm guessing he gets into trouble. Plenty of healing potions made. I should make some mana restoratives we used to sell. I'm gonna pass. Sorry about that, Tay. I think there could be something interesting going on there. I think the writing seemed good, other than the, one spelling mistake there. But other than that, writing seemed good. I'm sure, I don't know if I've ever seen any of your like full games or anything like that, but I'm sure they'd probably be pretty good, especially if the writing's up to par like that. I think I could see some hints of some stuff like kind of unfolding in the background with the writing there. Gameplay wise, I don't know, is a little bit too dull for me. I didn't really feel like you're making choices. You're just being told like what to do. Like there were a couple of choices in there. Like, when Alexis came in, I could decide how to reply. Those aren't the choices I'm necessarily talking about. Because I'm sure I wouldn't see how those choices unfold until later on in the story. Just for the immediate gameplay, it was really just kind of like busy work, just picking up stuff, and, just walking to the leaves or the whatever and picking that out and remembering that. And the thing was too is like, I guess I didn't ask the NPCs multiple times to find out what would happen if I kept having to ask them. If they would get like irritated with me for like, oh, I can't remember your order. I still can't remember it. One more time. I don't know if they would ever get like irritated with me for that. I feel like it probably wouldn't work out that way, but who knows? I didn't try. But still, like the most the game asked of you is to just remember something, and then even if you didn't, it wasn't very like unforgiving for making mistakes. So I don't know, it didn't really resonate with me. So sorry about that. Next is We Love You, Harold by BG. Welcome everyone to our show. Let's find a date. I'm your host, Tracy. First, let's introduce the bachelor himself, the one, the only, Harold. Of course, they have Theme 6 play when he walks on the stage. Woo! I don't have my reverb plugged in. Damn it. So, Harold, tell us a little something about yourself. Hello, I'm Harold. Editing, no, cut this out. Hello, I'm Harold. You may know me as savior of the RPG Makerverse. And Harold, why are you on this show? Well, I thought it was time I found love. Saving the world of RPG Maker games is fun, but it gets lonely after a while. Well, Harold, we have some fine ladies for you to meet, and hopefully one of them will be the one. For now, please head backstage. You'll get to meet the ladies in person later. And now, let's meet the 5 lovely ladies that are going to compete for our lovely bachelor's heart. Ladies, please. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Now, presenting tonight's eligible bachelorettes. Now, before we begin, let's have each of these fine ladies introduce themselves. You first. Elena! Hi, I'm Elena. I'm 22. Wow, she does not look like, I would not think she's 22. But anyways, I'm 22 and a recent graduate of WOU. WOU? Wizard Online University? The one and only? So does this mean you know a lot of powerful spells? Sadly, no. I'm just a recent graduate. But I can cast a mean spark spell if needed. Now your turn to introduce yourself. Maria! Hi, I'm Maria. I'm 26 and a healer. On your bio it says you are widowed. Is that correct? That is correct. I married young, but he was killed by a dragon in a raid 2 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. I'm here as I thought it was time for me to find someone again. For me and Hannah. Hannah? My daughter. She's 3 now. And you? Anastasia! I'm Anastasia, but you can call me Anna. As for my age, that is for me to know and for you to never find out. If you want to live, that is. And what do you do, Anna? I take over the world. What else? Looks like we got some interesting contestants so far. Let's learn a little about these last 2 now. Now tell us a little about yourself, please. Priscilla! Hi, I'm Priscilla. I'm 24 and I work here at EMCHQ as a scientist. And what do you research? I mainly work on quantum physics. Heavy theoretical stuff, way too deep to discuss in our time slot. And finally, our last contestant, tell us a little about yourself. Julia! Hi, I'm Julia. I'm 20 and the 7th child of the king of the RPG Maker world. I'm surprised your father let you be on this show. Believe it or not, it was his idea. Give it up for our ladies. Woo! Yeah! Now we will be right back after a message from our sponsors. Oh yeah, sure. Don't let this be you. The fine healers at Heal Corp can keep your adventure going longer. Heal Corp, if you need healing, it's always worth it. Welcome back to... Damn it! Now that you have met the lovely ladies, we will move on to round 1 of this show. In round 1, I will ask you three questions. Sorry, I parsed that weird. I'll ask you 3 questions. That's not how it's supposed to go. That the producers have selected. Then each of you will answer the questions. We will ask a total of 3 questions. After that, we will head to the meet and greet dinner with the Bachelor. Question 1. What is your favorite magic spell? Julia, you first. Then the rest of you can answer from left to right. Fireball! Of course, it takes care of anything. I don't use magic. No magic. No magic. I use the power of science! And we can do a lot more than just fling fireballs at our problems. Sensing a little hostility here, ladies, keep it down for now. No killing or maiming during the show. Picking up where we left off, Anna, what is your favorite spell? Anything that takes over the world. Oh. Please stand by for technical difficulties. Right. Where were we? Maria, I think it is your turn now. My favorite spell is heal. I just love using the power of it to help those in need. Oh, gag me with a rotten slime. And finally, Elena! What is your favorite spell? Spark! Of course, every fine wizard at WOU knows just how versatile this spell is. And there you have it. Now on to question 2. Question 2, what is your ideal first date? Where's Julia? Beep! What are you doing all the way over there? Get over here so the camera and audience can see you. You little rascal, you. My ideal first date would be a nice picnic in the woods. By a lake would be even better. Lakes! Mine would be a trip to the local amusement park. USJ! Disneyland! I just love the rides there. Mine would be Graveyard! Tombstone! Mine would be a nice walk through the park, or even through the city. City Walk! And finally, Elena, what is your ideal first date? Why is she standing there anyways? Why is she not against the wall? The Museum of Wizardry! I just love the food at the Unicorn Cafe there. And there you have it. Alright, I'm gonna stop fucking around with fucking reverb. I just gotta move this along. Question 3, we have been captured by a band of orcs and are being hauled to the Dark One for questioning. How would you help me plan our escape? I'd just remind them who my father is. They will surely release us then. That doesn't always work, Your Highness. What do you know, you little bitch? Sorry about that. Julia wasn't feeling well and will rejoin us in round 2. Priscilla, I believe it is your turn to answer. Do you need me to repeat the question? No, I'm good. And as for how I'd help us escape, I'd be searching for anything that would help us escape our binds, as I assume they'd have us bound up. This is a silly question. I'd kill them before they even capture us, and make them undead servants. Problem solved. I kinda agree with Anna on this one. You do? Yeah, orcs are much more civilized than this. They would never work for the Dark One. That may be true here, but in the RPG Makerverse, they aren't always like that. Oh, well, in that case, I'd focus first on treating any wounds we have. Need to be in top shape to escape. That rhymed. Spittin' bars. Bars! I'd fry them with my fine selection of spells. You mean spark? Small detail, you both could be silenced, then what? Silence doesn't stop me from still using items in the area to heal. And at WOU, we leaned to some spells that can be used when silenced even. Really? I didn't think that was possible. Well, it is. I hate to interrupt, but we need to have you all go backstage for round 2 now. This is quite wordy. I might be stopping it soon. We'll be right back after these messages from our fine sponsor. Oh, wait, one more. Want to become a wizard, but can't afford the high prices of tuition at the fancy Magi School? Never fear! The fine wizards of Wizard Online University are here. For a low price, you'll learn all about how to become a wizard, all from the comfort of your home. To get started, call us at 1555 spells for you. Not responsible for any damages incurred while trying to learn our spells at home. Okay, this is basically just a visual novel, so I'm gonna stop it there. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really doing the visual novel kind of thing. That was cute premise, but it's just reading. There's actually no gameplay whatsoever. However, I did make some enjoyable gameplay out of playing around with my reverb pedal and choking. It's doing the voice. It's it made me choke. That was fun, but that's not because of the game. That's because I'm playing with a pedal. Move the order around, and we're gonna play Priscilla Pride by Sword of Dusk. Priscilla Pride, Adept Attorney. This is Sword of Dusk's game. Oh, we want to turn this down. There we go. Now let's see what Sword of Dusk has in store for us. January 17th, 12:53 p.m. District Courthouse parking lot. That was definitely one of the most tiring cases we've been through. Thought it was all over for a minute there. Not sure how you figure that. You seem in control for the whole trial. If I let it be known that I'm sweating, the prosecution would eat me alive. Bear this in mind, Harv. No matter how bleak the situation looks, as long as you don't give up, anything is possible. Harvey? Is that not Reid? I thought that was Reid. Easy for you to say, Scylla. Last time I stood alone in court, I choked so badly. What if I'm not cut out for this? You start thinking like that, and you're screwed. I advise you not to give that way of thinking too much leeway. Ring, ring. Oh, it's Detective Fields. Wonder what he wants. Detective, what can I do for you? Sorry for springing this on you on such short notice, but I've got a case I'd like you to help me with. Swing by and I'll fill you in. And make it quick, if you would. 2701 Baldwin Lane is the address. Quick and to the point as always. Didn't even say goodbye. What's up? Seems you're wanted somewhere. Sounds important. Let's not keep the good detective waiting. Let's maybe keep the speeding to a minimum this time, eh? I'd like to avoid a near-death collision, if you don't mind. January 17th, 1:20 p.m. Burns residence. Smithers. Yeah. I haven't watched enough Simpsons to do a Mr. Burns impression. That was awful. that was like my fucking Smash Brothers voice. Smash Brothers announcer voice, man. Smither. I appreciate your timely arrival. Pride? Pride? With your help, I think we can get this sorted here and now. What exactly is going on? Murder. Plain and simple. That's rather obvious, though. At least to me. What isn't obvious is who did it. And that's why I wanted you here. I can solve this with time, but you've a knack for ferreting out the truth. Good detective knows you well, Scylla. Well, I'm flattered you both have such faith in me. I'm an attorney. I generally handle the courtroom side of things. I feel like their accents have drifted. Oh God, I'm a horrible voice actor. No wonder why I can never land a role. I'm all washed up. Who would ever want to hire me as a voice actor when I can't even keep the accent straight? Damn it. Oh, fuck it. Anyways, I know, but I've seen your work. Do me a favor here, would you? I'll owe you one. More like you'll owe me 4 or 5, but if you're giving me approval to do my thing, then I'll deliver. Thanks, I appreciate it. Here, I jotted down a few preliminary notes about the Vic. Should prove handy for you. Victim info added to the organizer. Oh, and I also wrote down a couple of things I observed while examining the house. Fields observations added to the organizer. This isn't exactly like the detective. Normally he tries to keep us away from things unless we're doing it for our client. Let's not question things too much, It's just a jam game after all. It's a what? I've got all the relevant parties here in the house. Talk to them and see what you can glean. Hopefully you can find the truth. Well, the end of that, I'll be over by the table. You're gonna leave me to do this alone? Hey, Detective Fields called for you, not for me. I'll be here if you want me to talk it over, though. Besides, I'd just get in your way if I followed behind. You intend to sharpen your skills by standing around? Sure, okay. Time to get this ball rolling, then. Right, no WASD. Poor girl, she didn't deserve this. So much potential lost. And for what? I'm so sorry, Miss Burns. I will find your killer. Count on it. Wait, the ring on her right hand. Is that blood? How did blood get on her? On there. I'd better make a note of this. What is the organizer? Priscilla Pride. Well, that's kind of a creative way of handling that. Cause of death, blunt force trauma to the head, minimal blood found around the body. Ugh, this is crap. I'm being wrongly judged based on my history. Where's the justice? That detective is an idiot. He ought to be checking out that rich boy. The guy looks shady as hell. Are you always this pleasant to talk to? Huh? Oh, my bad. Guess I was getting a bit heated here. There? No, I'm an attorney. I'm helping Detective Fields as a favor. Attorney, huh? Okay. Maybe you'll be better at listening than Detective Dummy over there. I'm Cal, by the way. Cal Potts. Cal. Ask me whatever you want. I'm an open book, baby. He turned his attitude around quickly. Maybe he'll be a forthcoming sort. Nothing I need to ask. On second thought, I'll leave you be. Later. What can I interact with? Why is the bathtub filled? Who leaves a filled bathtub? I say as I think my bathtub is currently filled. Wow, an actual landline phone. Haven't seen this one for a while. They're almost relics at this point. You there! Stop! You violated the law! Hey girl, you look stunning. Absolutely, undeniably fantabulous. She's it. She's the one. She did it. No one just randomly showers with praise like that. She's the one. Seeing such beauty makes me a bit jealous of you. This girl is certainly animated. Thanks, I appreciate that, Miss Martin. But Miss Martin sounds so stuffy. Call me Bianca. Sure, no problem. My name's Priscilla Pride. I'm a defense attorney. Sounds fancy. I like. What can little old me do for you, Priscilla? What's your story? Me? That Arthur guy says I'm an important witness. Witness? So you've seen something then? Someone, actually. You know, that blonde guy, the one in the blue jacket? I saw him leaving the crime scene not long before everything got all serious. Oh, I've always wanted to say crime scene. Sounds so cool. Except for the fact that someone died. That part is anything but cool. You absolutely sure of what you saw? 100% sure, girlfriend. Mind letting me get that in writing? Could be very useful. Of course. Hope it helps. Affidavit added to the organizer. Field said nothing about this, so no way he knows yet. Might want to keep it to myself for a bit, just in case he decides to act without thinking. I can't accuse her. Damn it! Yes, I'm well aware of that. I know what I'm doing, so just buy the stock and watch and wonder as my words prove prophetic. No, I don't believe that will happen. You need to have more faith in me. I don't make mistakes like that. He's really engrossed in whatever he's talking about. I guess I'll speak to the others here first. Right on. Hello there, Priscilla Pride, attorney at law. I was hoping I could ask you a few questions. Oh, an attorney, that's a bit unusual, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. I'm Christy Hall. I am, or rather was, Clara's friend. Still can't believe she's gone. Who would want her dead? That's what I hope to find out. I just need to ask you a couple of questions. Oh, by all means, I'll help however I can. If this just happened, she doesn't seem very distressed. So you said you're Clara's friend. Her best friend, in fact. Why is she not more distressed? We first met during elementary school back when both of us were seriously awkward kids. It took a bit for us to open up to each other, but when we did, we became inseparable. Ever since then, we've done everything together. Wouldn't be the first person I'd suspect was the killer, unless she's a hell of an actor. This must be hard for you. I'm sorry for you to have to go through this. Haven't cried yet, you know. I expect to, but for some reason there's been no tears. In fact, I don't feel much of anything. Not since it happened. She shut down emotionally, and I have no idea what to say to help her. So, what happened? What do you know about what happened here? I'm not all that sure. Claire and I had plans for lunch, which is why I was coming over. I walked right into a horror story, though. There was Clara dead on the floor. My sight went black for a few moments, but I eventually pulled myself together and called the police. So you were the one to find the body. Oh no, Arthur was the first one here. I found him just standing in the dining room, looking like a zombie. He hadn't even heard me come in. Arthur Cole. Arthur Cole! Arthur! Is that a Red Dead reference? Arthur Cole. Claire's boyfriend. He's the guy standing in the kitchen if you want to talk to him. Nothing more for now. Thank you, ma'am. She did it. No feelings. She's the one. Yes, I'm well aware of that. I know what I'm doing. Just blah, 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 blah. What? But I did talk to... What, do I need to talk to the... Like you had a problem with Detective Field suspecting you without a good reason. No kidding. I thought. So okay. Maybe that's my bad, but whatever. No kidding. A guy goes to jail one time and suddenly he's a criminal. What sense does that make? A lot, considering that's how it normally goes. So you have a record. Exactly what were you arrested for? Well, may have assaulted someone, but he had been asking for it, the smug... I sense an anger problem. Not a healthy thing from what I've seen from others. Hey, I may lose my temper here and there, but I don't have an anger issue. I just can't stand the holier-than-thou attitude that idiot has. And said idiot would be who? Clara's boyfriend, Arthur. Self-satisfied jerkwad? What's your issue with the Arthur guy? He's incredibly smug about being Clara's boyfriend. It's like he wants to rub it in that I got dumped and he came into the picture. Ah, that makes you the ex. I take it you're rather sore about the situation. Sore? Sore is an understatement. I'm pissed. I really screwed up something good with Clara, and all because I had my head up my ass. Right, got it. You messed up. She dropped you like a sack of potatoes. Rough, but life can be like that sometimes. I've been calling and calling, but Clara never answers. All I want to do is apologize, but she isn't interested in hearing me out. So this other person has been using the whole situation to get under your skin, huh? It's basically all he does. The guy is the biggest jerk I've ever met, and that's why I had to deck him. Never met anyone more deserving. I see. Thanks for telling me. Okay, can I talk to the dude now? Mr. Cole, my name is Priscilla Pride. I'm an attorney helping out with the investigation. I have a few questions to ask. You seem to know me already. Heard about me from the boorish one, no doubt. Listen, whatever he says is not to be trusted. For instance, you have talked to him, right? And I bet he failed to mention how he was seen leaving the house right before I arrived and found Clara's body, right? Yes, Miss Martin had told me about what she saw. A stroke of luck, perhaps. Luck? No, I prefer to think of it as divine providence. That brute was due to receive his comeuppance at some point. Tell me, how did the detective react to the lovely Miss Martin's testimony? I haven't told him yet. Figured I'd collect all the evidence there is to see before presenting anything to Detective Fields. My dear, why wait? It is painfully obvious that Potts is exactly the kind of Neanderthal who would commit such a heinous crime. He's trying to frame him! I still think it's the other lady. It would be better to save yourself the trouble and see it that Potts is put away as he rightfully should be. Now, if you will excuse me, I have several crises to attend to while waiting for permission to take my leave of this place. Brushed off just like that, huh? I could certainly make him answer my questions, but I'll leave him to it for now. Okay. Any observations you want to share, or maybe suspicions you have, other than the fact that I want this dirtbag thrown in a cell? No, nothing of substance. I really don't want to color your investigation with my mundane thoughts or ideas. You make it sound like I'm superhuman or something. I'm just a lawyer, detective. Yeah, but a damn good one. Now go solve this case. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Oh, okay. Yes, I found everything there is. That was weird. I'm pretty sure I had tried activating that before, and it just didn't activate. Was it because I was standing on top of it? I think I was. I don't know. You'd have to rewind the footage to remember. Maybe I just overlooked it. I don't know. I swear I did activate it, though. Or tried to. So what's your take on things? Do we have a culprit? Well, I found nothing even bordering close to conclusive. If you want to be sure of anything, it'll require more detailed info that I just don't have. Right, I've seen you pull truths out of the ether. Surely something here will lead you on. There's only one piece of evidence that specifically points to anyone. Guess I can show him. Statement from Bianca Martin claiming she witnessed Cal Potts leaving the property right before Arthur Cole arrived and discovered Burns' body. Hell, she didn't tell me? Ugh, this could have been sorted already had she spoken up earlier. Wow, that makes things a lot easier, huh? Not so fast, boys. Despite what Miss Martin may have said, I'm not entirely convinced. For one thing, it seems too convenient that she so happened to see Potts right at that time. What, you think she might be lying? No, she doesn't seem to be the lying type. Which begs the question, what is bothering me about her statement? Her timing, I guess. It's weirdly lucky that she happened to be around to see Potts. I really see timing that good. But no, that doesn't mean much. It may be a rarity, but perfect timing does happen. What's really bothering me about her statement? What's the point of the choice? It's the way she described Potts. She only noted his hair color and jacket. That's hardly enough to convict. If she's seen his face, it would be different. But she said nothing indicating she had, and asking now would only cause her to assume she did and speak accordingly. True, which means I can't bring him in, or anyone, actually. If the murderer is here, they'll get a chance to flee, unless you have something more for us to go on. If I did, I would have already mentioned it. Is this it? Nothing more I can do? Come on, there has to be something I'm ignoring. The evidence I have seems mostly inconsequential, but maybe there's one I've overlooked. I just need one piece that points in the right direction. Just one. Focus now. Find the thing that will show me the way. I don't know, the glass shards. Oh, of course! The ring Burns wore. It had blood on it. There was little blood to be found at the scene, so that probably isn't her blood on the ring. Whoever attacked her, she very possibly tried to fight them off. If she managed to wound them in the scuffle... Detective Fields, I've got it. You've got it. Ah, that's her. I've won the case face. She knows who did it. Not quite, but I know how to find them. I can actually thank Clara Burns herself for the answer. For she's the one that acquired the key piece of evidence. I spotted blood on the ring Burns is wearing. I highly doubt it belongs to her, judging by the low amount of blood around the body. Combine that with the signs of the struggle and the points to Burns trying to fight off her attacker. Likely nicked them with her ring in an attempt to defend herself. I imagine her killer didn't even notice, given the adrenaline that would have been flowing through them. And that led them not taking the ring once it was all over. Probably didn't realize they had been scratched until it was too late. Precisely. Fields, if you find one bearing a telltale scratch, you'll have the killer. And if they try to claim that they were wounded in some other way, remind them that their DNA will match the blood and skin particles left on the ring. And thus no escape from justice for them. Sit tight while I check everyone over. Excellent work, Pride. I've checked everyone and found a very telling scratch on Arthur Cole's left arm. The boy confessed almost immediately. That was... Man. What a weak ending. He tell you why he did it? Plain old jealousy fueled him. It turns out that Burns was actually considering giving Potts another chance. Oh wow, I'm guessing she was finding out that Arthur Cole was not a good match, and a jerk besides. It's insane. Kills his girlfriend because he realizes she wanted to go back to her ex. Murder is never a reasonable response, but the ones who kill for such ridiculous reasons tick me off the most. If he couldn't have her, no one could. Absolutely disgusting, but some people are like that. Well, I've got to get back to the station and get things moving. Be seeing you, Pride. Well, that turned out to be weirdly easy. The dev only had so much time to put this together. Okay. So, what were you talking about? Okay, don't mind me. The stress from the job does catch up now. I don't know about you, but I'm starving. That was one of the games of all time. That is for sure. I don't really know what to say about it. I don't know. It wasn't really particularly engaging. And then, you know, the nice thing about like a mystery game or any sort of mystery anime, or I think this was kind of like playing on Ace Attorney 2. I've never personally played Ace Attorney, but I know Sword's a big fan of Ace Attorney. I think what makes those cases interesting is that there's lots of important questions, and also like there might be subtle hinting at who the person is, but it's always the person you least expect is usually how it goes. Like when you re-watch the episode or replay the game, whatever, it's like, aha, I see all those subtle hints of who it was pointing to. But when you're watching through it the first time, it's like, you got all these, it's going to be that one. It's going to be that one. I know it. And then it turns out it's not that one. It was that one. But that's not how it went. So, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really very engaging. I was getting pretty close to actually closing it down, but I guess, hooray, I made it to the end. This is Night Watch, a Good Boy Story by Hakuen Studios. The funny thing is that it had a splash screen at the start. I think technically you're not supposed to be using the splash screen. Though, to be honest, I mean, that would be such a shitty thing to disqualify someone over, because it's not really relevant to the game. If I was one of the judges of this, I wouldn't knock any points off for that. Also just... Is that normal for the backgrounds? It does seem stretched. Did he edit it? I don't know. Okay, well, let's just try this anyways. Well, I guess I'll never make my first game a relatable story. I can already relate to this. Wow. I'm hungry. I can also relate to this. Never mind. I can also relate to this. So many times I have just walked in the kitchen thinking, I want a snack, and then I look at the fridge, look at some of the stuff in the cabinet, and it's just like, fuck it, never mind. I thought I could make something fun. Maybe I'm just not good enough yet. Wom! You don't have to cheer me up. I'll try again tomorrow. I have my fingers cued for WASD, but I already know that's not right. Good night, buddy. Whoa. Use arrow keys, okay. This is what he uses to make games. The screen is completely black. Pencils, eraser, nothing finished. That was good. Why didn't he eat? Looks really tired. That was weird. Hmm? Oh, something strange, cold, and unfamiliar. Smell is coming from outside. I should check. I'll be right back. It's too quiet tonight. I don't like this smell. He's still sleeping. I'll keep watch. Protect your home. Patrol along the path of light from one end to the other. Make 3 full patrols. I wonder if I can just... Nope. Okay. Do I have to follow that path? No. Defender memory. I'm safe. I'm not alone. So that was the smell. Who's there? Oh no, I'll save him. Mom. Mom. I can't pass. I need to find another way. Probably that way, but oh, okay. Yep. Well, that answers that question. This way. I think this is the way. The smell is stronger here. Can I go through this? It looks like... Boom! Courage. Don't let the shadows get close to the boy. Press and hold shift to run to get to him before the shadows. Dash! Boom! Oh. Okay. I guess I just need to touch him. Get the dog! You learned bark. Press Q button to bark and scary the shadows. Effect lasts 4 seconds. When barking is enabled, your dog picture on the lower right off the screen will have colors. Otherwise, it will be black and white. When shadows are following you, their picture on the lower right corner will have colors. Otherwise, it will be black and white. Escort boy out of here safely. Don't let the shadows touch you or boy. Oh. But I guess it just scares them. Get the dog! Bark! Boy! Where are we going? This way? How am I supposed to avoid that? What? Let's just wait for the fucking bark to recharge, I guess. I barked. Go. Oh, what? 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 Did one of the fucking shadows get him? I didn't even see. Well. What? What? Nothing fucking touched him. What? Oh, this is the last try. Oh my god. Everyone loves escort quests. Just, I guess I can't just like step under that? I'll wait for this to recharge. What? What? I'm done with this. Okay. All right. That was the last game I'm playing. Sorry, the last game. Man, Hakuen. That was not a good game. Anyways, okay. Well, anyways, that was fun playing some of the jam games. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Yeah, I know it wasn't live. Sorry about that, but I didn't have a chance to stream live this past weekend. Which that news is only relevant to the people who are watching this, you know, the day of its release and not possibly months in advance. But anyways, I didn't have a chance to stream, and so this felt like a good chance to just play these games in my own time and show them off. So I just wanted to pick a few. I mostly just wanted to play Max, and I'm glad I did play Max. I still stand by what I said. That Max game is probably one of the best RPG Maker games that I have actually played at all, ever, period. So, yeah, anyways, thanks for joining, and I guess I'll see you whenever I stream next. Okay, bye!